Okay, don't mind the background music, but let's do this. So what we need to do is to fill up this whole table so that we can plot our graph. So I'm gonna start with the first missing value. If x is equal to -1, so we know that x is -1, but we don't know the value of y. So for us to get the value of y, we're gonna write our y equation. Y equals 1 plus 5x minus x squared. And then you need to make sure that you do a diligent substitution there, proper substitution. And make sure you put brackets whenever you're writing or replacing x. So y is equal to 1 plus 5 minus 1 minus -1 squared. Take note that I have replaced all the x values with -1. So now we move on to the next step. We just need to evaluate this. And the easiest way to do this is to use your calculator. So you can plug it in your calculator, and then that will be fine. So I'm not using a calculator here. 5 times -1, I get -5 minus -1 squared, that's 1. And then the final answer will be 1 minus 5 is -4 minus 1. So y is gonna be -5. So this is our final answer. If x is -1, y is -5. All right. Now, we're gonna do the same for this part. I know before we post the video, we'd already done it. So let's just do it. So if x is equal to 2, we want to find the value of y. So we're gonna write our original equation. Y is equal to 1 plus 5x minus x squared. Y is equal to 1 plus 5. In this case, our x is 2. So I'm gonna write it in blue in brackets. Then minus, you have x again, so I have to write it in blue in brackets. 2 squared. So we're gonna end up having y equals 1 plus 10 minus 4. Again, you can use your calculator to make it easy. If you're still struggling with directed numbers, feel free to watch one of my videos so that you'll be able to do directed numbers with ease. Okay, so our final answer is y is equal to 11 minus 4. Y will be 7. So now we know if x is 2, y is 7. X is 2, y is 7, like that. And then we'll move on to the last gap, this guy. If x is 4, we want to find the value of y. Y is going to be 1 plus 5x minus x squared. So I just copied the original equation as it is from the question. Now I can find the value of y using substitution. We're going to substitute x. All right, y is equal to 1 plus 5. In place of x, I'll write it in brackets, use orange, okay? 4 minus, and then we have x again, 4 squared. Now the good time that we've been waiting for, you just need to punch it in your right view calculator and everything fine. Get your answer. So I don't have a calculator, so let's do this. Get 1 plus 20 minus, minus 16. This is going to become 21 minus 16, and the answer is 5. So y is equal to 5. So once you've managed to complete the table, we have to move on to the next step of actually plotting this. So I'll be referring back and forth, moving back and forth to this part so that we can create our drawing on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so now we need to list all the coordinates we have, and then we're going to be plotting our graph on this grid. Okay, so the first set of coordinates that we have is -1 and -5. And let's move back, or rather, let me do this to make life easier for us. When I use my snipping tool, we're gonna take that table and then put it somewhere close. Right? Use snip, get the table, copy it, close this guy. Oh, then we'll move to our page with the grid, and then again we'll paste it here. Okay, so unfortunately we can't paste this one here, but I'm sure we can leave it on the snipping window. Okay, so let me create a snip again. New snip, just need the table, then I'll keep the window open so that as we scroll down, we'll be able to access it somehow. Okay, so now, whenever I need this window, I'm gonna be doing it like this. Do a little bit of resizing, okay? All right, that's fine. I think that's fine. So now we need to plot everything we have here. If x is -1, y is -5. So how are we going to do that? We're gonna need to scroll up a bit to review -5. X is -1, y is -5. And this is where we get -5, somewhere right here. Might not be accurate, but I just want you to get the idea. So you go to your x-axis, find the x number, move up or down, and find the y number. Okay, now let's look at the second part. If x is 0, y is 1. So if x is 0, we go to our x-axis, the horizontal guy. X is 0 here. We can see from a snip that y is 1. X is 0, y is 1. Somewhere there. Okay. Now we'll move on to our snip window again. If x is 1, y is 5. We're here on the third column, right here. If x is 1, y is 5. Right? X is 1, y is 5. How are we going to do that? We're going to go to our x-axis, we'll find 1. We're going to move only up and down, not diagonally or otherwise. We're going to move up and down until we get y is 5. 5 is somewhere around here. This is where we put our x. Then we move on to x is 2. X is 2, y is 7. X is 2, we go up, 7 is somewhere around there. Then move on to the next part. X is 3, y is 7 again. X is 3, y is 7. So we have a similar point here. Y is 7 on both 2 and 3. So we're going to plot it like that. Then if x is 4, y is 5, x is 4, y is 5, you can see it's becoming somewhat symmetrical. Okay. one more point. If x is 5, y is 1. So if x is 5, y is 1. We're going to get our 1 somewhere here. So our graph is kind of symmetrical. Now, what we need to do is to draw a smooth curve. Make sure you use a pencil when you're doing this, and you join all the points. I'm gonna be making it bold because I'm using a graphics tablet, and sometimes getting a perfect curve can be a problem. Okay, if you're using your pencil, you're gonna create a perfect curve. So right now you can see that as we move from this point right at the top to this one, you will find that the curve is going to be flat. So now we're going to go down like that. Okay. So there's one thing I need you to understand. This flat top is not allowed. And in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how you can deal with it. You need to find what we call a turning point. There's a special way we are going to do that. So for now, let's just leave it as it is. This is gonna be our curve, and it's nice as is. Okay, so that's fine. So I hope you managed to get this graph. Okay, check out my next video for more.